DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the final episode of our first season as our QPR career mode. If you're not all nice and caught up with this series, then go and check out the playlist, get yourself caught up, then head back to today's episode. But if you're nice and caught up, then welcome to today's video. As you can see, we've got 2 games left this season. We have got Reading away and we have got Blackburn at home. Both are going to be tricky games. However, a win today secures us Premier League football, and actually a win today secures us a championship title, which will be fantastic. Bear in mind, that wasn't the aim. The main aim this season was to aim for like mid-table and just be safe in the championship for next season. Now, like after that, we pushed on to obviously try and get a playoff place, got that, then we've pushed on even higher and higher, and now we're 4 points clear at the top of the table with 2 games remaining. Going to be a very, very important game today. Reading, we have got a full starting squad for, so I'm very, very excited to just get the main team out there, go out, play these guys, and hopefully get the 3 points. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can do it, shall we? Okay, here we are at the Madejski Stadium. It's a stadium that QPR don't particularly like going to in real life, but hopefully in this career mode, it can be a good place for us today to go and get the 3 points. And to win the league, confirm it here today would be fantastic. It would mean that we have a stress-free final game at home and hopefully one that we can go ahead and get the trophy lifted for. So let's go for it. Let's go and try and get these 3 points today. Let's do it. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Oh, a good ball over the top here from Reading. Lumley comes out to try and get it. Doesn't. I think it's an offside. I was a little bit stressed there thinking that was a penalty. Thankfully, the offside call was given instead. I was a little bit stressed, I won't lie to you. Amos now is going to see Todd making a decent run here down the wing. Todd's going to take a good first touch and cut inside. Plays it to Macaulay Bonne, who's kept onside there from the centre-back. Going to play it back to Lyndon Dykes. Dykes finds Bright in the middle. Bright side Samuel. Not the best of strikes, but a decent enough strike, but it's well kept by the keeper. Good first effort for us though. Dunball here is going to play it inside to Bonne. Bonne's going to play it up to Dykes. Dykes going to look down and find Todd. I tried to get it to Bonne there, but it goes to Todd, who plays it back to Dykes. Oh, a bit of a scuff shot hits the defender and the keeper just about keeps it out. But mate, again, we're now piling on the pressure. We need to make one of these chances count though. We need to get the goal in the first half. A good early lead or early-ish lead will settle a few nerves, I'll tell you that for a fact. Reading worked the ball forward quite nicely here, but Dunball does pretty darn well, but we don't get the ball out particularly well, and Dickey does lose possession there. It's played out wide here, and they've got Richards, Omar Richards on the ball. We're going to try and keep him out. For some reason, I'm committing the wrong player here, but we've got Kane now going to try and close down. We can't close him down, however. Got to keep the pressure here. Good stuff there. Good block from Connor Masterson. And Dunball is going to do what Dunball does occasionally in this career, and that is bring that ball away. And then he's going to set away Bright Asaya Samuel, who's absolutely got the beating of the player here, because Omar Richards is nice and high up the pitch. Bright Asaya Samuel, I should have either aimed for the back post or I should have sweated it across. I'm telling him there, should have played it across to Dunball. I'm even telling myself there. Damn, what a waste there. I wanted that across goal and it was nowhere near where I really wanted it to go. But we get the cross in here up to Lyndon Dykes. Oh, Lyndon Dykes finds the back of the net. Oh, mate, we don't score too many headers. I'm pretty sure we scored a header in the last episode, but we actually get another header here today. We don't get many, but we've got this one. Things you do, in fact, love to see. Lovely header from Lyndon Dykes. I think that, you know what? I'm going to go down and say that might actually be the first headed corner we've actually scored in this series so far, and I might be maybe getting that wrong, but I'm fairly sure it's at least one of the first. But what a header that is from Dykes, climbing up nice and high there, getting that first goal. How many goals is that? 43, I think, this season. 43 goals in the championship. Jesus Christ. Lyndon Dykes, you're an absolute hero, mate. Lovely stuff. Todd's going to play the ball inside here. Amos now with a good little run through. We're going to find Lyndon Dykes here. Lyndon Dykes takes it past the defender. This is the kind of spot Lyndon Dykes likes to be in, and that is why, because Lyndon Dykes will score for fun. 44 goals this season so far for the main man from Scotland. He's absolutely bossing it. I would love to see him get goals like that in real life, and hopefully that time will come for Lyndon. But the main thing is right now he's doing the business for us here in the career mode, and this is the kind of thing we needed before half-time. 2 goals now in the lead. We're looking good for it. This is good. Ball here to Lyndon Dykes. Dykes is just going to have to turn around and take his time. We're going to play it to Macaulay Bonne. He's got 2 centre-backs on him. Sadly, though, that is going to be half-time as I was heading the other way. But have to say that's a really positive start for us to go 2-0 up in this first half in what is one of the most important games of the season. That is very, very good for us. Watford are currently leading at half-time. And I'm looking for Bournemouth, if Bournemouth have played as well. Bournemouth are currently leading too, so no points being dropped from either of the two teams that are actually, I'm going to say, catchable to us. But that doesn't really matter because at the moment we're looking pretty darn good. We're going to bring on Charlie Kelman here for the second half, give him a bit of a run out as well. But otherwise, we're going to keep things the same. I have a few rotation options for the second game today, depending on how the result goes today. Main thing here is to win this game, and that will be obviously the last game of the season, then it's party time. So, let's try and get this dub secured in this second half. More of the same, boys. Let's get these 3 points. Dykes on the ball here. Kelman sort of just running on the spot, but Kelman's going to bring it inside. Pulls it backwards. Plays the finesse. Hits it wide. I thought that was just creeping into that far post, but it has just gone wide of the post there for Kelman. Again, been a bit of a breakthrough season for Kelman here. He's obviously, in regards to rating, a little bit lower. But we're going to have to work out what we're going to do with him next season, whether he stays here and we have to play him every now and again, or if we have to loan him out. But Kelman now trying to prove himself yet again in front of goal here. Kelman hits it wide again. Bright side Sammy here working the ball forward. He's going to see the run from Amos on the edge of the box, but he's going to play it to Kelman inside the box. Kelman, third time of asking, does get himself that goal that he has been very, very pushing for since coming on. I have to say he's played really, really well since coming onto the pitch and been getting involved frequently. So I'm happy he's got that goal because he's looked good for it. Wasn't quite where I was trying to pass it when I had the ball with Bright. I was trying to get it to Amos on the edge of the box there, but Kelman made a really good run into a good space. Just finds the back of the net. 3-0. Raphael, I think the keeper is for Reading, and he was getting nowhere near that, even though it was pretty darn close to him. But 3-0, we're looking good, boys. We're playing comfortably. Dunball's going to play it up here to Dykes. Dykes going to play it to Kelman. Was kind of hoping for a run there from Todd. We don't get it, though. Dykes has turned the defender. Dykes going to go for that close post. Lyndon Dykes. He's too good, boys. Lyndon Dykes is actually a cheat code. 4-0. Dykes gets his hat-trick. Lovely, lovely stuff. I'm actually going to take him off now as well. Just get a little bit of rotation in there because I don't particularly think we need to overrun him if we don't have to. It just makes sense to rest him where we can. What we'll do is we'll actually play... Actually, no, we're going to play Todd at cam because Todd at cam is actually pretty darn good. I'll bring on Ilyas Chair for this game as well. Give him a bit of a run out too. And you know what? We'll take off Dunball. We'll bring on Jeff Cameron for the last sort of 20 or so minutes as well. Give him a couple of minutes on the pitch. Get a little bit of fresh legs on there as well in the middle of the park. But we're going to go to the 4-2-3-1. Dykes with that hat-trick. He's going to leave the pitch an absolute hero, which he's done many, many times this season. He's done very, very well for us. This game being no exception as he bags himself yet another hat-trick. 4-0 to us. And it's nearly party time, boys. It's nearly there. Oh, they've worked the ball forward nicely here. The clean sheet hasn't gone our way. It's a good goal in the end. Lovely not getting to that one. I want to say that's Zhao, but it's pretty tricky because it's not... Obviously, there aren't too many player faces. It's Ajaria, my bad. Oh, I should have worked out. He has actually got a player face, Ajaria. So that is Ajaria. Makes it 4-1. The clean sheet's gone. 10 minutes, though. I'm fairly confident the 3 points are still safe. Possibly the last chance of the game here. Ilyas Chair has worked this ball quite nicely forward. Oh, Kelman can't quite get to it. It goes to Bright at the back post. Bright hits the post, sadly, and that is going to be full-time. It may not have been the clean sheet that we wanted, but that is one hell of a performance from the boys. And that there is guaranteed promotion, and that is a guaranteed, I'm fairly sure, league title. I have to say, I'm ecstatic. I can't believe we've managed to do it. I cannot believe we've done it in this first season. Obviously, it was always going to be the goal at some point was to get the boys up into the Premier League. But I didn't expect to do it in that first season because it just didn't seem possible. With the squad and everything that we had, it did not seem possible to do. But we've managed to do it. We've managed to get QPR into the promised land, up into the Premier League. We'll see the trophy lift in our next home game, which will be the last game of the season. So we'll see that then. Very excited. Oh, man, we've done it, boys. We've done it. Well, it's confirmed. 4 points clear at the top of the table with with 1 game left, sir, I should say. With 1 game left. Obviously, Watford as well. I think they drew in their last game and Bournemouth won. So that is confirmed that us and Bournemouth are going up. Watford, Norwich, Birmingham, City and Millwall will be in the playoffs. So I'll have a look and see if the bottom of the table clash is all sorted as well. It is... oh, no, it's not because Coventry and Luton both have games in hand. Both technically can catch up to... Oh, wait, no. Luton can't catch up. So Luton and Barnsley are both confirmed down. But Coventry... Oh, no, I'm doing my maths all wrong here. I'm sorry. Huddersfield can still go down. Rotherham, I think, are safe, technically, because Luton can't catch them. But Luton and Coventry, if they both win their games in hand and then both win their games, then they'd both go above Huddersfield. I think Luton are confirmed down, though. I'm fairly sure. Oh, no, because... Right. Long story short, Coventry and Luton can survive if Huddersfield mess up, and etc. Regardless, Barnsley down. Sorry, Barnsley. Luton and Coventry looking likely to go down, but Huddersfield could still mess up and go down instead. Wycombe have survived. Fair play to Wycombe. But we have got Blackburn in our final game of the season in 15th place. I'm fairly sure that's what they were. But let's get to that game. Let's have a party, boys. Okay, last game of the season. I've kind of gone with a bit of a mix of things here. Obviously, I think Lyndon Dykes should start because obviously see how high a goal total he can get. I've brought in Kakai because he's sort of been the starting right back all season this season. Cameron's going to come in as it is probably his last game for the club, along with Adoma as well. Ilyas Chair's played pretty well this season at times and did also ask to play, so I've started him too. And Pepe Ars, potentially the future or one of the future players at this club that could be really, really big for us. Thought I'd give him a little run out too. So basically, we're going to go into it and see how we do today. And obviously, don't forget that we will be lifting up the championship trophy today. So without further ado, let's finish this season off, boys. Okay, we're wrapping the season up at the Kyan Prince Foundation Stadium. I'm sure it's completely packed, knowing that we will be lifting the championship trophy at the end of this game. Very, very excited. Again, still chuffed and slightly amazed the fact we managed to pull this off in the first season. I did not expect to do it, but we have managed to do it, which is the main thing. So without further ado, boys, let's finish this season in style. Adoma's made a really good tackle here, nice and high at the pitch. Adoma's also going to try and get this ball in the box, but that is a fantastic block from the fullback. Really good stuff there, I have to say, from Uncle Al, but he's going to whip that ball in there. Jeff Cameron couldn't quite get there. Imagine Cameron scoring today. That would be kind of crazy. But Pepe Ars hits it wide, sadly. Oh, they've got the ball out wide here. Ozzy Kakai's going to have to try and get across to it. Can't quite. Thankfully, it's a good clearance there from the defender. However, it is recycled again. Oh, that just went wide. I thought Lumley had that, but I thought it was a bit nearer the middle of the goal than it was nearer the corner there. But thankfully, it did just about trickle wide. That could have been a bit of a stinker for our big day today. Oh, a lovely little ball over the top there. Gallagher's going to be through. Lumley's going to try and come close him down, and Lumley has done very, very well. The headed clearance isn't quite got away. Thankfully, the pass back across the box was not the best one, but Lumley, mate, has made an absolutely just a fantastic save, really. I don't really have much more to say to it other than that, but Ilyas Chair here, working the ball forward. Going to play it into the air. Lyndon Dykes. Oh, hits the post. Oh, end-to-end stuff there. Lyndon Dykes hitting the post from not particularly far out. The header you thought he'd just get on target. But, mate, both teams probably thinking they should have scored. But it's still 0-0. Ozzy Kakai working this ball forward now. Going to play a lovely ball inside to Adoma. Adoma just bursting down this wing now. Go on, Albert, mate. Win that ball. Keep going forward. Keep going forward with the space. Oh, doesn't quite get the laugh he wanted. But Cameron plays it to Pepe Ars. Pepe Ars to Chair. Chair with the strike. I think it's just offside, though. Oh, it is. That's a real shame. We finally got the ball in the back of the net. The fans are still going mad, but it is still 0-0 as it was offside, sadly. Ref blows his whistle and it is half-time. 0-0 at half-time. Been a very, very entertaining game. Sort of end-to-end chances. We've not played badly at all. I think both teams will be a little bit disappointed to have not taken the lead, but I think neither side can particularly complain about it being a draw at half-time. A couple of players that I can't really take off. I don't want to take off Adoma. I also don't want to take off Cameron. What I'm going to do is I am going to bring on Ellis Todd for Ilyas Chair in this second half. Give him a few minutes out there as well. But other than that, I think I'll probably end up keeping things the same unless I really have a need to make changes. I probably will keep things exactly the same and as they were. I was potentially going to give Wallace a couple of minutes. Again, just because obviously he won't be signing on another contract. He'll be leaving at the end of the season, but he hasn't really done anything, so I don't really feel too obliged. Does that sound rude? Maybe a little bit. Oh, they've worked the ball inside again. Lovely pass to the striker. And they do go 1-0 up. Our sort of promotion party being slightly spoiled at the moment. Gallagher puts Blackburn Rovers 1-0 up. Bit of a stinker, bit of a shame. Again, that goal, there was a goal definitely coming in this game, and I have to be honest, they probably have had the better bits of play, better bits of possession. We haven't really tested the keeper many times. The one-up top striker system hasn't massively worked for us today, but I had my reason for playing it. I had specific players that I wanted to get on the pitch for the sake of today's game. At some point, if I need to, I will go to the two-up top striker system, but I want to see if the boys can do it. I think they've got the resilience. I think we've got the quality. We've just got to get the goal now. Pepe Arce on the ball, plays it out wide here to Todd. Amos making a very good run through the middle here. Going to try and play it off to Pepe Arce. Pepe Arce on his left foot, hits the post. Pepe Arce on the rebound. There we go. Pepe Arce does manage to get the equalising goal, picks the ball up straight away. No sort of resting on our laurels here at 1-0, but a good goal from Pepe Arce. A good little bit of play as well. Amos getting nice and high up the pitch. A good initial strike that I thought was going to go in, but Pepe Arce does make up for it and get the goal anyway on that rebound. The youngster there getting himself a goal. Very well deserved, and I have to say, again, a player hopefully that will be for the future for us. Let's hope that he can live up to this expectation we're kind of putting on his shoulders. But a very good start there, very good goal for Pepe Arce is what I meant. Ellis Todd is going to pick up this loose ball here. Todd, a little bit lucky to keep possession, but plays it round nicely. And here we have Jeff Cameron through on goal. Go on, Jeff, my man. Go on. Oh, I was going to say, mark your career off with QPR with a game-winning goal, but he's just hit it wide. I cannot believe that. That's so close. That would have been poetry, boys. Absolute perfect timing that would have been. But it's not to be, sadly. It is not to be. I am going to make one last change with 10 minutes left on the clock. We're going to move Todd to Cam, and we are going to take off Pepe Arce and bring on Bright Isaiah Samuel. Just a little bit of rotation there, I think. Just the fresh legs and stuff. I'm tempted to bring on Dunball as well, and you know what? We are going to do that. Again, I'll keep on Cameron just because, he's retiring. Have him lift the trophy with, being the captain and stuff for his last season with us. But Amos, again, had a fantastic season for us. Pepe Arce has done pretty well in his little cameo roles as and when we've been bringing them on. But I have to say, boys, this is going to be a fantastic ending if we manage to win this game. Todd is going to get this ball here to Lyndon Dykes. Dykes is going to try and set away Bright Isaiah Samuel. Going to play it back to the main man of the season. Boys, it is literally poetry in motion. Lyndon Dykes gets his 46th goal of the season for us. More goals than or as many goals as games. That's on tally with 1 goal a game. And he maybe hasn't even played all of them, so it could be he's actually got a better ratio than that. However, we bring on the substitution. He gets an assist straight away, and we do get the lead in the 81st minute. 2-1 to QPR. This season has been full of upsets, been full of late goals, drama, and this game has lived up to it so far. 2-1. Come on, boys. Hammerline going to set away Bright Isaiah Samuel here. Nyambe is absolutely dead on his feet. We're going to dink this ball over the top. We're going to find... Oh, it's going to be Albert Adoma. Oh, it's a poor first touch. If he just had a slightly better touch there, Adoma could have potentially rounded up his QPR career with a goal. But the main thing is, boys, that is the end of the season. That is a promotion. As you can see, the fans are absolutely thrilled. We have won the championship. We have moved up into the promised land. We have done it. That, boys, is QPR winning the league. Things you absolutely do love to see. I 100% will be watching the trophy being lifted. There's no way we won't watch it. And, mate, I'm very, very excited. I'm so, so happy to say that we've done it, especially in the first season. That is unbelievable. Well, here you have it. The boys lining up, getting their medals, being ready to get the trophy. I'm chuffed that Jeff Cameron is going to be the man to lift it, I have to say. I think, obviously, he started off the season as our captain. It did eventually move on to Dunball, and Dunball, potentially, without changes being made, will be our captain next season. But I think it's about right that Jeff Cameron does get to do the honours here. Here he goes. Jeff Cameron lifts that trophy, and QPR are the championship winners. Love to see it. We are in the Premier League next season, and it is going to be... It's going to be more challenging. If we thought this season was a challenge, next season is going to be even blooming tougher. Things you love to see, mate. Let's just celebrate it. Let's just soak it in, man. Let's just soak it in. We are in the Premier League. Well, there you have it. We do win the league, and we win it on 99 points. 30 wins, 9 draws, 7 losses, 41 goals conceded, 95 goals scored with a goal difference of 54. I have to say, I'm absolutely thrilled with the fact we did manage to pull it off. For those who are interested, it was Luton, Barnsley and Coventry who did go down, despite all of my tomfoolery in trying to explain what was going on down there. But that is what happened. Bournemouth go up in second place with us. Watford, Birmingham, Norwich and Stoke are in the playoff places. Millwall did actually drop out of them there. But the main thing is, we have managed to win the league and we are going up in first place. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to sim to the end of the season. We'll see, obviously, our money and everything for the start of next season. We might get one or two of our sort of players coming into the squad, joining the club that we did make on pre-contracts. I know we signed at least one player on a pre-contract. Not pre-contract, you know what I mean, like at an agreement. Well, no, one of them was a pre-contract, I don't think. I can't remember. Regardless, we're going to get our signings into the club, and we'll see the money, and then we can talk about ideas for the start of the next season. However, before that, one thing I think people might be interested in is to see where we fared on all of like the top goal scorers and everything. So Dykes did get 46 goals in 44 appearances, which is unbelievable. You can see how good that was for us, as there is no one else in that top 15 for QPR. Kelman pops in with 13. You know what? That's pretty impressive, bearing in mind 28 appearances. A lot of those he did not play. Well, he wouldn't have played 90 minutes in pretty much any of them. So fair play to him. That is not bad at all. Anyone else in that top 25? No. So Kelman gets himself 13, and that is the second best in the club. Fair play to Charlie Blooming Kelman. That is very impressive indeed. But I mean, Lyndon Dykes, what an absolute god, man. Dykes also tops the assists with 17 assists in there. You can see there's plenty of assists because obviously people are having to set up Lyndon Dykes. So he gets 17 assists. Bright Asai-Sama with 14. Bon and Kelman both with 12. Ellis Todd pulls up with 9. And then Ball is down there with 6. Big ups to Don Ball. He's had a very good season this season as well. Clean sheets, Lumley in there with 19, winning that one as well. Yellow cards and red cards we don't need to worry too much about. I don't think we had a single red card this season, so fair play to the boys. But mate, that is fantastic. Lyndon Dykes, easily player of the season. I can confirm very quickly that Lyndon Dykes was confirmed player of the season. Lumley was confirmed goalkeeper of the season. Dykes obviously got the golden boot as well. Things you do in fact love to see. I don't know if there's any way of like seeing team of the tournament, or is it this one? There we go. So as a point of interest, Lumley got given the goalkeeper of the season, but didn't get us into the team of the season. So I'm not entirely sure how that one's been worked out. But apparently, Dickey and Dykes are the only two players from QPR in the team of the season. Slightly confused, slightly puzzled, but I guess we'll take it. It's interesting to see that Millwall also had 2 players. Pinnock also got in there, and they didn't get into the top 6. Very interesting. Regardless, we won't be bitter because we won the league. I won't be bitter. Well, we end the season, and I have to say they are pretty darn happy with us. They're delighted with our performance so far as manager, and they're very happy for us to carry on for the next season. So I'm going to load up the next season, and we'll see how everything is standing. Okay, so we've got our 3 pre-seasons. We do sim our pre-seasons normally, so I'll just go with the one with the most money. They all seem to be the same difficulty, roughly the same star-rated teams. Let's have a little look at the targets for this season. Just go to our objectives and look at everything. So within 2 seasons, so this is the one that started last season. So we have 5 players that we can call up this year, and they want us to play at least 50% of our games this season. That is going to be tricky in the Premier League, bearing in mind board. Thank you very much for that. 7 clean sheets. Again, that's going to be tricky. Obviously, no continental, as we're not in any continental positions. Avoid relegation. Thank you for being realistic. I do appreciate that one. I was hoping they would say that one, not blooming mid-table, so that's good. Round 32 of the FA Cup. 2 seasons in Premier League, finish mid-table. So they want me to stay up this season and then finish mid-table next season. Great. Make £10.8 million in earnings from shirt sales this season. Okay, doable if you make a couple of signings, depending on our budget, of course. Within 2 seasons, increase your club worth by 30% through player sales and competition prizes. Okay, so again, that is just going to be down to us making sure we do well, bring in players that are going to be good enough for us to sell on in the future, etc., and work on from there. So let's get rid of all of these emails very, very quickly. Let's have a little look at the amount of money we have. We have got 30 million. Okay, that is actually doable. What I probably will do is bump it down to about 25-ish. So about 20, you know what, I'll go to 25. I'll go to that. That's 100 grand in wages and 25 million pounds. I'm not going to look at any players right now. I'm going to leave that partly down to you guys. I do also have some ideas in my head. I do have some players that I do have in mind. I don't think the players that we sign on pre-contracts are here just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to work myself forward one day, which I'll do very quickly now. And we'll just work forward to the second. So I'm just actually going to calendar sim to make sure I don't go any further than I would like to. And make sure that we get ourselves the players in, or the player in. It's Carter Vickers that we did sign up. So Cameron Carter Vickers on that pre-contract. Very happy with that signing indeed. Let's see what his rating is after him having played for a whole season. 70 rated. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. I will definitely take that. Very, very happy with that indeed. The thing I'm trying to find out here is where Barbe is. Barbe is there. So Barbe will come in up here. And we now probably will basically start Carter Vickers. He probably will go straight into the team. Obviously, we need to get him a little bit of match sharpness. Obviously, none of the players are currently match sharp, apart from apparently Dicky. Fair play to him. But we just need to now make sure that we get everybody match sharp in the pre-seasons. And we need to look at a couple of players. Obviously, this here that you see in front of you is technically our strongest team. I'm going to be loaning out a lot of our young players, a lot of our lower rated players. But it's also down to you guys to let me know if there's any players you think we should either sell, look to pick up, or loan out. I don't particularly want to loan people in unless it gets to a bit dire of a situation. But let me know what you guys would think, and we'll get that covered in the next episode. But that, guys, is going to be where we round up today's video. Finishing that first season, getting promoted into the Premier League. Things you do, in fact, love to see. Very, very good stuff from us indeed. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, then please do leave a like on the video. We got ourselves promoted in the first season with QPR into the Premier League. I think that does deserve a like. So please do drop a like if you did enjoy it. Of course, if you're new to the channel, then do please consider subscribing as well. And turn on notifications to be told anytime that we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves. And of course, wash your hands.
What?
In a bit.
Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'ma read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.